As of 2025, the bulk of my career as a teacher has been spent in a reading intervention or literacy classroom. One question that I often get from parents is, what can I do to support my child's reading? So I found an article that answers this question, and I figured that I would go ahead and share it with you guys because I think that it's pretty interesting. It's got some great statistics to look at, and we're going to dive right into that. This article is titled Why Parents Aren't Reading to Kids and What It Means for Young Students. This was published on December 1st, 2025. Let's take a look at what it says. Gina, or Gianna Wallace, never enjoyed reading as a child. The books she read in school didn't interest her, and constant deadlines made it even harder to connect with the stories, she said. Reading was a chore, something to rush through for a test or school assignment. So when Wallace became a mother in 2019, she didn't read to her son at home often. About once or twice a week, maybe not even that, said Wallace, who lives with her family in Frankfort, Kentucky. That changed around the time her son was 3 and she was working at a local adult education center where she helped develop a family literacy program. There she learned about research on how reading to young children daily can improve school readiness, develop language and listening skills, and promote social emotional growth. Now her family reads 3 or 4 books every single night, she said. The payoff has been clear. Her son Levi has an impressive vocabulary for a soon-to-be 6-year-old, can speak in complete sentences, and most importantly, his confidence is boosting tremendously. So as you can see, the answer to that question, what can I do to improve my child's literacy, is simply read to your child every single day. Now, I know that there are a lot of busy parents out there, and it's not always possible to do that, but make it a priority in your household. Try to encourage your child to read, and if you can, if you have that time, go ahead and read just a little bit to your child every single day. This article also presents a chart that I thought was pretty interesting. The title says frequency 0 to 5-year-olds are read to at home, and you can see kind of here how often they're read to. Over here on the left you have 0 to 2-year-old boys, 0 to 2-year-old girls, and 3 to 4 boys, 3 to 4 girls. And it looks like, and this was surprising to me, 49% of 3 to 4-year-old girls and 46% of 3 to 4-year-old boys respectively get read to every day or nearly every day. And the article doesn't talk about specifically what this means. Like, does this mean that, well, they are read a sentence to every day? You know, maybe a parent like picks out a road sign and reads that to their child. Does that qualify as reading? I don't really know, but what is also surprising is that it seems that 0 to 2-year-old boys, there is a huge discrepancy between boys and girls at the ages of 0 to 2 years old. As you can see, boys, it says they only get read to 29% only get read to every day or nearly every day, and 44% of girls do. So that's a little strange, but yeah, you know, and then 22% and 18% of 0 to 2-year-old boys and girls respectively rarely or never get read to. That is huge. That is huge. As you may already know, there is a huge literacy crisis in the United States, especially because of COVID 2020. Those students who were supposed to be in school during 2020 and were at home doing virtual learning, look, there are some major gaps because those students did not get the learning, the instruction that they needed, especially because at the early ages, if students have, dyslexia, or if they have some other type of reading challenges, reading struggles, or disabilities, they did not get the services that they need. They did not get the direct instruction, the differentiated instruction that they need during that time, and they're most likely struggling. Only time will tell how bad this really is. I mean, it's going to take years. When those students graduate, the question is going to be what is their reading ability going to be like, and how is this going to affect their college and career readiness? Because the data right now shows that a significant amount of adults are not proficient readers. And that is alarming, and something that, we are trying to correct in many school districts because it's pretty bad. The research is pretty clear on reading and the importance of it. Linked within this article were several other studies, as you can see here from Ohio State University, the importance of reading to kids daily. There's new research. This was published in 2019, and then also over here, University of Rochester. There is another study talking about why reading aloud to children boosts literacy. So, I mean, you can go on and search all over the internet and find all kinds of articles talking about this very subject and how, reading to children is one of the greatest things. And here it says spending just 15 minutes a day reading aloud can boost knowledge or build knowledge, strengthen family connections, and set children on a path to long-term academic success. Reading aloud to your children is not the only strategy you can use to boost your child's literacy. Obviously, if they are 0 to 2 years old, they haven't learned to read yet, so you would need to do the reading for them. But as children get older, make it a priority within your household to read. And this could mean going to the library, having family reading nights where you all gather in the living room, everyone gets a book and everyone reads. Reading bedtime stories. It could even mean pointing things out in the store, pointing out food labels, and asking your child to read them to you. There are strategies that literally anyone can use, even if you just have maybe 2 or 3 minutes of time and you get some mail in and you ask your child to read the mail to you. That's something that you could do just to show them that you are interested in their reading, and that is going to motivate them and encourage them to, hey, pay attention a little bit more in school because mom and dad is going to be asking me to read the mail to them. Once again, there is a lot of research out there on reading and what you can do to boost your child's literacy, but I thought that this article was pretty interesting, just showing this one parent going out of their way to read aloud to their child, and now is seeing what looks to be some tremendous benefits, that this child has more confidence, is more interested in reading, and is probably going to be a little bit more successful in school. So I'm curious to hear what you guys think about this article, whether or not you read to your children, and what strategies you use. Let me know down in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Also, share, subscribe, because you don't want to miss out on all the great content I have coming your way. That's all I've got for you in this one. See you next time.